We'll see if Backman scores. The throw goes into second base, and Backman hustles home. Safe. 2-0 Mets.
Well, Backman held at second base to see whether or not that ball would be caught. If it had been caught, he would have been able to go over to third. He almost held too close. He stayed near the bag and then had a good hard run at it to score. And if the relay man had not taken a little bit more time than he should have, he might not have got in. Here's the throw from the shortstop, and it is just a shade late. Well, the Mets doing something they haven't done. 3 straight hits by the first 3 batters in the game.
Of course, he's had leg surgery. There's a rope in the left field. 3-0 Mets. So the Mets come out slugging tonight.
Well, prior to May 22nd, when the Mets were way out.
A lot of people driving down from New York. Swung and a miss. The throw to second. 12-0. Error on Dalton. McReynolds moves to third. So McReynolds has now 12 stolen bases and has yet to be caught. Pretty good percentage, Ralph.
12 for 12, and he gets a pretty good jump. The throw should have been caught.
So you give the error.
But the error will go to the catcher, but it should have been caught by the shortstop.
Horseback.
Covered wagon.
Yeah. Oh, and another break for the Mets. Good hustle by McReynolds. And Darren Dalton did all he could do to keep the ball in front of him. In fact, he did keep it in front of him, way in front of him. 4-0 Mets.
This will be a wild pitch to score the run. And the ball bouncing high in the air as it's deflected off the glove of Dalton. Maddox tried to barehand it and get it to the plate, and it slipped out of his hand.
They sent 9 batters to the plate. They've scored 4 runs on 5 hits. And we're going to go.
Lenny Dykstra, the batter, and he hits a base hit to left field. So the strategy did not work. Carter comes in to score, and the Mets now lead by a score of 5-2. 3-2. The runners go, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop, Miller. He has to go to first base and does in time. And he came back with a fastball and got the ground ball out to retire the side. Good job by Terry Leach as he came in with the bases loaded and 2 men out and gets his 1 man. But 2-run score for the Phillies. They had 3 hits and 3 were left to score. And he hits the ball in the hole. Magadan over to backhand. A tough play at first, and Leach picks it out of the dirt and stays on the bag for the out.
Well, I think Wally Backman has a signal with Dave Magadan to run him off the ball, but you can see it's a much tougher play for Magadan than it would have been for Backman. But a fine play by Terry Leach. Usually a second baseman will have a word sign with a first baseman to tell him that he's there.
Lead by Darrell et al. A liner up the middle, and the Mets retake the lead. Dykstra scores. Second RBI of the night for McReynolds. 6-5 New York.
A big hit by Kevin McReynolds, getting the arms extended, staying down on the ball and hitting the ball right into center field. And Thompson, obviously no play at the plate, keeps Strawberry at second base. Do you say curfew's off, or do you find these guys for being out after curfew?
I think the latter. Line to left, base hit by or bobbled by Bradley. Dykstra to second, safe at second.
Wow. You want some excitement at 2 o'clock in the morning? This is it.
I guess you could say that.
Look at this, 2 o'clock. There's that 2 o'clock stroke. Lenny transferring that weight. He's jumping all over that batter's box. His ball just takes off. And watch Dykstra head first. Exciting baseball. But Sam Wells out in right field.
Grounder up the middle, base hit. A 2-out hit for Strawberry. Oh my goodness, had the Mets been needing those 2 out hits, and they got one tonight. 7-5 New York.
And so Darryl Strawberry coming through after once again going into foul territory and dropping a ball. Darryl comes up here in the 9th inning and gets a big base hit and a big insurance run. Samuel had a shot at it only because he was playing in right center field. Lazzari, and they became very big over there.
Frankie Grossetti. This could end this marathon. And it does, as Dalton ends it. Randy Myers with his 15th save, and Terry Leach with win number 4 on the year. Obviously a big win for the Mets. But the late hour, this game ending at 2:12, starting or scheduled to start at 7:35, so the players have been in uniform almost 7 hours, the better part of 7 hours. A weary Mets ball club going to the dugout, as is a weary Phillies ball club. Remember, we will be here tonight, 7:35, when Dwight Gooden goes for the Mets. The Mets win at 7-5 to maintain their 2-game lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Fran and I will be back with the rest.